Hello, welcome to Pike Creek Farm. My name is Renee, and if this is your first time here, thank you so much for joining me. I live in the thumb of Michigan, and I like to do videos on canning and baking and vintage recipes and just things I do here. At this phase of life, I am semi-retired and trying to be thrifty and thriving. So today I'm here for a collab that my friend Angela, the Inquisitive Farm Wife, put together, and it is Cookies and Candies 2025. It is just a fun collab. Anyone can join in. If you want to put out your favorite family recipe, do a video and tag Angela and she will add it to the playlist. I am doing a candy that I just discovered last year. A co-worker brought in some treats from that she had gotten at her bowling party. And there's these little squares that were covered in chocolate and they tasted like Butterfingers. And she was like, well, they're made with Cheez-Its. And I went, I don't like Cheez-Its. I don't like Cheez-Its at all. So they're super simple, very easy. Cheez-Its, peanut butter, and then we're gonna dip them in chocolate with a little bit of coconut oil to make it melt nice and harden up. You could use the bigger Cheez-Its if you want, but these little bites are just perfect. I took them to Bunko and everyone's taking them and going back and they're like, who made these? And I was new at Bunko then. I went, I did. And they're like, oh, we need the recipe. What are these? And I said, they're Cheez-Its with peanut butter. And they're like, what? So, and they taste like Butterfingers. So it's super easy. It's a fun one if you have grandkids or kids that want to help you. If you need something to do, to take at the last minute, these are perfect. You need a box of Cheez-Its. I bought a big box because usually when I buy them, my husband eats them before I can make what I need to make. So I actually hid these. I'm not gonna make all of these. The rest he can have. I didn't realize how much he liked Cheez-Its until I bought them to make these last year because I don't buy them because I don't like them. Turns out the man loves Cheez-Its. So I have a cookie sheet that I put some parchment paper on. You could use wax paper, and we're gonna make little sandwiches. Cheez-It and peanut butter sandwiches. So come on down, and this is gonna be a fast idea for the holidays. If you're giving away little gift baskets, a gift to your neighbors, this is perfect. Okay, we are just going to line up the Cheez-Its. Make a whole tray of them. And then we'll just dab a little peanut butter and then put the top on. I am going to use semi-sweet chocolate chips for mine. You could use chocolate bark. You could use milk chocolate. I'm a semi-sweet kind of girl. So I'm just going to keep working on this until I have the whole tray full. Okay, now we're going to just put a little dab of peanut butter on each one. You don't need much, just a little bit. So we're just going to take the tip of the knife. I don't measure it. I saw some people said a half a teaspoon, or I just do a dab. A little dab will do ya. What commercial is that from? Is that Dippity Doo? Oh my gosh, I'm really aging myself. I think it is Dippity Doo. Do they even make Dippity Doo now? Get all these dabbed and then dipped. Oh, kind of like Dippity Doo, huh? Oh my. Okay, we're gonna make the sandwiches now, and you can probably hear Missy eating dinner in the background. So we're just gonna take crackers and top the peanut butter. So I'm gonna keep making the sandwiches, and I will bring you back when Missy's not drinking and when I can show you how to do the chocolate. I'm gonna put half a bag of semi-sweet chips in the bowl. I might need more, but I don't want to do this to all the chocolate chips if I don't have to, and I probably will when I look at it, but I'm gonna start with this. And I'm gonna add about a teaspoon of coconut oil. That helps make it shiny and harden up better. I'm gonna put this in the microwave at 50% power and keep stirring it. I'm gonna start with like 2 minutes, and I'll check it every minute and add a minute as needed. I moved the Cheez-It peanut butter sandwiches off the tray, and I put a rack on here with parchment underneath, and that way any excess will drip into that. I don't know if you can see, but there's still some chocolate chip shape to it. But as soon as I stir it, it is just chocolate. I have a fork. They do make plastic candy dipping forks. You could use one of those. I used to have them. I don't. So we're gonna put one in there. Flip it over. Bring it out. Tap, 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 tap. See all the excess coming off the bottom? You don't want to waste that chocolate. And then put it on the tray over here. So we're gonna just keep dipping these, flipping them over. Gently, I don't want to chip my bowl. And then put it over here. I added some more coconut oil, another spoon, and put it back in the microwave. And it's more, I think, the right consistency now. A little easier to work with. So I'm going to keep dipping and flipping and getting these on that rack over there. I did use the whole bag, and that's all that's left. And here they are. A couple did end up being sampled before they're totally hardened. I'm going to put these outside. I'm going to make sure they're all separated first. But I'm going to put these outside to harden up. And some of mine got wonky, but I'm not real particular on that. So if you are, you can make them all perfect like that. So I'll bring it back when they are hardened and take a bite and show you what the inside looks like. It's really like a Butterfinger. Here they are after they've hardened, and I made a mistake. It's my first time ever using the rack. I thought, oh, that's genius. Wrong. They stick to it. I'm hoping when I bring them out at room temperature, I might be able to get them off easier, but you can see where they were breaking. And I even used, oh gosh, a spatula. So pretty disappointed in myself. They're still edible and he'll eat them and the kids will too, but it's not the look I want. So don't do as I did. Put them on parchment paper like I always have before. I just thought I was being so smart this time. Oh well, that's how life goes, you know. You think you're being smart, and so here's one. It's still really good. Really good. So these are very good. I really love them. I just will never put them on a rack again to dry, to harden up. I got chocolate on my hands. So here they are. I gotta go wash my hands. But I highly recommend making these, I really do. Thank you for joining me. We'll see you next time at Pike Creek Farm.